the National Guard made a bit of a whoopsie after they accidentally sent an internal sentiment analysis to the Washington Post. Now, that analysis showed that the reaction to Trump's DC takeover, everyone knows, is not exactly popular and actually is doing massive harm in attitudes towards the military itself. Internal documents assessing news coverage and social media describe the residents being alarmed and showing that there is now a wedge between citizens and the military. Now, not only do the residents not like this, but also soldiers and veterans. They view the deployment, which has seen soldiers picking up trash in the parks and doing beautification, right? As well, they basically seen this as shameful and alarming. Okay, a Guard official acknowledged the assessment's authenticity and said it was inadvertently emailed to the Washington Post. Once again, whoopsie. Now, the analysis also found that social media posts about the deployment were 53% negative, 45% neutral, and only 2% positive. Look, I look at the neutral part as in like, how can you be neutral? Okay. I mean, and it just makes me think of the song lyric, it's hard to be neutral on a moving train because that's where we're at. And you know what? This train is about to slam into the station. Okay. But anyway, yeah, 45% neutral. People are like, I don't know what to think about this. Well, it's dumb and it's wasteful. That's what it is. All right. And not worth the time of the National Guard. That is not their job. Now, it also cataloged troop fatigue and confusion as the mission threatens to stretch beyond a month, with more than 2,300 Guard members activated in the Capitol, which comes at a great cost, by the way. About $530 a day per soldier, to basically march around, pick up garbage, do some mulching, and occasionally assist ICE with their immigration arrests. So wait a minute, I thought they were sent in there to try to fight crime, cut crime. Well, kind of hard to do because crime is actually way down. And it's been on the decline for some time now. Over the past 60 years, it's been on the decline. There was a spike, around 2020, 2019. But now it's back down. And so, look, they didn't need the military to come in and stop this crime. But here's the thing. That's not why Trump sent them in the first place. Trump sent in the military because he thinks that was going to intimidate people. That's it. And a lot of the soldiers that were sent there, the National Guardsmen, they're not feeling it. All right? They're not interested in doing that. Now, it's not like they're not, going to follow orders, right? They are. But in following their orders, they're mainly out there spreading mulch, doing trash pickup, and painting fences. That's it. Things that could normally be done by government workers at much less expense. That's it. Parks workers, for example, you know how much they earn? About $17 an hour. But Doge and Elon Musk, they fired them. Oh, we're trying to save money in the government by firing government workers. They cost me too much. They cost me too much. Really? You just replaced them with more expensive National Guard troops. Congratulations. It doesn't seem all that efficient, does it? But here's the thing. Donald Trump does not care. He does not care. Because this is nothing more than a show. It is an attempt to do a show of force. Like he's been threatening to send troops to other primarily Democratic-run cities with large black populations. And he's using the same bullshit justification. Crime! We got to do something about crime! Except here's the thing. The cities targeted actually have less crime than cities that have not been targeted. Now, the difference is cities that have not been targeted are either in red states or are run by Republicans. In fact, look, some of the guardsmen that were sent to D.C. came from states with higher crime rates than D.C., which tells you that none of this had anything to do with crime, with stopping crime, and everything to do with Donald Trump basically playing deranged general. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you become a member on our YouTube page, you become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.